to our webinar today. This is our social media updates from January webinar. These are our favorite webinars because it's always fun to talk about what's been going on in the past month. And January started off a little slow with social news, and then all of a sudden it just went off, and there's now many things going on. So it'll be great to go over all of it today because, of course, it's so hard to keep up with all of it. So I'm very excited to get into it. Hello, everyone in the chat. Hello, Jen, Autumn, Ashley, Laura, and Lyle's here. Hi, Lyle. Awesome. Perfect. Well, keep saying hello in the chat. Let us know where you're joining from today, and we will get right into it. So if this is your very first webinar with us, hello. My name is Alyssa, and I'm a community manager here at HeyOrca. So if you are subscribed to our newsletter, or if you're in our Facebook group, or you've come to our webinars, you've definitely seen my name before. But I will now pass it over to Ketsia.
Hi, everyone. I was actually posting stories because I'm a social media manager. I'm the social media community manager here at HeyOrca. So if you have been interacting with our social accounts, if you follow us on LinkedIn or anything, you've probably seen me around as well. But yeah, I love talking to you all over there. So make sure you follow us. And yeah, we can start conversations.
Yes, awesome. And I'm loving seeing where everyone is joining from. One of my favorite things is to see where everybody is, because I feel like there are people all over the world here, which is amazing. All right, so if you're new to our webinars, we do like to do giveaways because who doesn't love a good giveaway? So if you stay to the very end of this webinar, you could potentially be one of our winners. So there's two different ways to win. And the prize for both giveaways is points to our merch store. And the merch store has, of course, HeyOrca merch, but it also has snacks, which is really awesome as well because who doesn't love snacks? So the first way to win is head over to our Instagram page. We have a poll on our story right now, and just vote on that poll. So super simple. Ketia just put the link in the chat there. Vote on our poll, and then at the very end, I'll be randomly selecting somebody who's voted, and you will win some HeyOrca coin or Orca coins for our merch store. So that is awesome. And then the second way to win is actually for all of the HeyOrca customers that are out there right now. This question is specifically for you guys. So let me know what your favorite feature is that we have released in the past month. So let me know in the chat, and then I will be randomly selecting one of you to be our second prize winner. So definitely stay tuned until the very end. Awesome. All right, so today we're going to be going through all of the social media updates, but before we do that, I do want to show a few things that we have released recently. One thing I want to mention for all of the HeyOrca mobile app users, we do now have mobile filters. So this will allow you to easily sort through your feed in there, and you can sort by publishing details and post stage. So if you are a user of our app, definitely check that out. But next, I'm just going to share my screen to show you a few of the other things. All right. So first is we did release Instagram DM management in our social inbox. So this is what it looks like here. So this is for the HeyOrca Pro users. So you can see I did send a message to HeyOrca before this, so you can see it here. So you could press reply and respond directly to that message. And as you can see, there's also some AI reply suggestions, which also really helps as well. So keep an eye out for that if you are a HeyOrca Pro user. Now I'm going to head to our calendar. One thing I want to mention is we did release Facebook Reels. So that's exciting. Let me know in the chat if you are using Facebook Reels, if that's a part of your strategy. but you can now publish that within HeyOrca. So when you make a Facebook post, you'll just go up here and toggle it to Reel. Now, Reel is just supports single videos, so it just gives you a little pop-up for that. And then you can schedule your Reel, which is very cool. And the last one I'll show you really quickly is, and I use this amazing picture of Leanna because it's her 5th Orcaversary today, so shout out Leanna. So within Instagram, you can now do a collaborator post within HeyOrca. So how to do that, here, I'll exit out of that. So you just press this little person icon here on the bottom, and then you'll see collaborators here at the top. So all you have to do is put the person's username that you want to do the collab post with, and you're good to go. One thing to note is it isn't for private profiles, because with the collab feature with Instagram, it does have to be a public profile. So something to keep in mind. But that's just a very quick rundown of the new things that we have at HeyOrca this month. And now I will open the presentation. So I will grab it here. All right, so I am going to get right into it here. Today we are going to be going over trending audio, which is always fun. And then we have all of these updates. So we have updates from Instagram, Meta, X, TikTok, LinkedIn, YouTube, Threads, and some industry news as well. Crazy. So we'll get into it. And one thing I will mention, if you have any questions during the webinar today, if you could put them in the Q&A tab, that would be awesome, because that will help us keep track of all of them. And then we'll be able to answer all of your questions as they come up. So I am now going to pass it over to Ketsia, who will be showing us some fun trending audio from the month.
Hello, everyone. I feel like this is one of my favorite sections. If you guys haven't or don't know, we actually put all of these trending audios into a blog post that we have on our blog, obviously. But I will put it in the chat so you guys can always go back and look at those trending audios. We update them every single week. Here you go. And I'm going to show you guys some of my favorite trending sounds for the week. So here we go. Hold on. Am I doing this right? I feel like I'm doing this wrong. Oh, here we go. It's fine. I found it, Alyssa. Thank you. Here we go. This is the first video.
People think I'm mentally ill, but I'm not. I just slay too hard. I just slay too hard in a society that doesn't let people slay.
Love that one. I feel like that could be used for social media managers for sure.
Right? 100%. Then we have this one.
I told you we needed more glitter.
That video is very, very relatable, because I feel like in high school, I worked at Dairy Queen, and everyone's voices changed when you were talking to a customer.
Every single time. Every single time. And then we have this one I thought was really funny. Maybe it's just me.
I'm sorry, don't leave me. I want you here with me.
And sorry. And then last one is this one I thought was really funny. If you're fans of Real Housewives, you will get this.
Receipts, proof, timeline, screenshots, everything.
There you go.
I love that one. I am a Real Housewives of Salt Lake City fan, so when that sound started trending, I was very much so into it.
Right? So if you guys are super into like trending sounds and fun stuff, we update it every single week.
Yay. Yes, because it can be hard sometimes. Well, you can scroll for hours and save trending audio, but you might as well just check out our blog post, because then you don't need to scroll for so long. So it's perfect. Ketsia does the heavy lifting for you.
There you go. I'm chronically online. So is it really heavy lifting, or is it just me sharing the videos I like?
True.
There we go. So you can have all of this later after this presentation. But Alyssa is going to take us through Instagram updates.
All right. So yeah, we'll head right into Instagram updates. Before I get into it, which platform do you think had the most updates this month? Let me know in the chat. I'll see if anyone has it right. I was a little surprised by which one took the prize for this, but Laura says TikTok, Tom says X, Instagram, TikTok. All right, so it was actually TikTok, but Instagram was close behind. But this month, TikTok had a couple different things going on. So we will be going over that in a little bit, but we'll hop on to the Instagram updates first. All right, so I'm sure you've all seen this. This, I think, was maybe last week, but Instagram introduces new flip side feature. So it's currently in testing, but I've seen a lot of people have access to this already. So you may actually have this on your profile. But it actually allows you to have an alternative profile option that is private to yourself and selected users. So it's kind of like that, that Instagram page of things that you really want to Instagram, but you don't actually. So that's kind of how I see it being used. I, of course, don't have it yet. I never have things until like months after. But if you do have it, let me know if you're using it. I'm trying to think of a way a brand could use this. It could maybe be like a private space for maybe their top customers. So it could be cool. Autumn says professional Finsta. Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking when I saw this update. But yeah, so that's kind of cool. We'll see how that's going to be utilized. And this was a small update, but a really good one. You can now cancel in-progress story uploads. So before you couldn't, but now if it's uploading and you've decided you don't want that there anymore, you can cancel it. So it will now pop up. And now you can create custom stickers from still images on Instagram, which is really cool. So of course, as a dog owner, I just picture making stickers of my dog all the time. So you now can do that from your still images. So that is pretty cool. I feel like we need to make like an Oscar sticker now that I think about it. That would be a good one. And then Instagram also tests new features to create stories for friends. So I thought this was interesting. So you can make a story for your friend that will show up on their stories if they accept it. So I can see this being a big thing for like birthdays, because I always find if it's someone's birthday, maybe you'll do a story for them. This way they can accept it and it can be on their story. I have not really seen this around. So let me know if you've seen it. I have not. Katia says, or brand collabs. Yes, it'd be really good for that as well. So yeah, it is in testing. So a lot of people may not have access to it yet. But if you do, test it out for us. Let us know how it goes. Because again, we probably won't have access to it for a while. Canadian problems. And then this one is Instagram experiments with public collections. So you may soon be able to make one of your collections public on Instagram. So right now, collections are things that you can save, and then it's in that private area of your Instagram account, and you can name different. It's kind of like reminds me of Pinterest. You can name like different boards. They're not boards in Instagram, but that's the vibe I get. But they are experimenting with it being public, which is pretty cool because they did get rid of guides. And I can see this like somewhat helping with that being gone. So we'll see. It is in the testing phase right now. So we'll see how that goes. And Instagram releases custom add yours templates. So this would be really cool to get people involved in your brand. Maybe you want them to share a photo of them wearing your brand or using your brand. So that could be really cool to utilize. All right, so I can pass it over to Ketsia, but first, also, I think we have a question here.
Yeah, I was gonna say we have a couple of questions.
Is Flipside for both personal and business accounts? So that's a good question. I would have to check on that. I think both.
It's for both because I have it on HeyOrca actually.
Oh,
We
nice.
have Flipside. And someone was asking like how would you use it as a brand? And I think like Alyssa had mentioned, like creating like having exclusive behind the scenes of your brand for like top customers. I think for us it could be really cool for stands maybe to see kind of more behind the scenes of what we're up to and stuff like that, or even like sneak peeks to product releases that you might not show to everybody, but you would show to like a select group of people. I think would be really, really cool. Shady, I think that's how you say it, was saying like maybe for contests and stuff. That could be really cool as well. So I think there's a lot of possibilities there for Flipside for sure.
Definitely.
Right. But yeah, I'm just going to get into the Meta updates that we have. So Meta will let users in Europe unlink their Instagram, Facebook, and Messenger. So everyone who's like based in the European Union, which doesn't mean the UK anymore, unfortunately, will be able to unbundle their marketplace and Facebook gaming accounts. That was the only update. and then we have updates for X or Twitter because, you know, whatever you want to call it. So X launches audio and video calls, but they're only launching it for Android users, which I am offended by, but you know, that's, you know, they can do what they want. But I feel like usually brands or, you know, apps will release something for iOS before they do Android. Let me know. Am I wrong? Maybe it's because I just have an Apple and I just think everything's for me. But yes. And then Twitter or X officially brings back headlines and link previews. I knew this was going to come back. I knew it. It wasn't going to last because that doesn't even make sense. Do you think it makes sense for them to remove headlines or link previews?
Yeah, that was a weird move when I saw it happen. And then when I think they saw the backlash from everybody being like, why did you do this? This was a terrible update. They're like, okay, we'll bring it back in. But it does look different than before still, but at least it's better than nothing.
Exactly. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on over there. And then there are over 750,000 jobs posted on X right now. They currently have a new job portal, sorry, a job portal. So if you guys are currently looking for new jobs, highly recommend checking out Twitter as well as a new way to discover new jobs.
Yes, definitely check it out. I can't believe there's 750,000. That's kind of crazy.
That's crazy. I hope some of them aren't scams because we know a little bit too much about that.
Exactly.
Yeah, but Alyssa is going to take us through some TikTok updates.
Perfect. So we'll get into it here. So this is probably the biggest one I saw from this month is that TikTok is testing 30-minute uploads. So let me know how you feel about this in the chat. I see most people not liking it. Just because for that long form content, I feel like we're all so used to seeing it on YouTube that it would feel weird to watch a TikTok video that's 30 minutes. I can see where it can come in handy because if you're doing maybe a tutorial for something, you can really get detailed and show everything. But again, 30 minutes is a very long time. So I don't know. We'll see how this goes. I feel like I rarely even see 10-minute long TikToks. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. It is just testing, so not every account has access to the 30-minute upload yet, but I guess as time goes on, we'll see if this is benefiting anybody. So we will see. Let me see what you all think in the chat. I'm a YouTube girly. Same, Lyle. Same. But I do love TikTok, but short ones. Way too long. That's basically like watching real TV. It's so true. Yes. It's like you're watching an episode of a show. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. I don't picture it being super popular, but you never know. And TikTok is introducing new text size options to improve accessibility, which is awesome. So if you would like to up the text size in your account, you just go to your privacy or just the normal settings. If you go to the top of your profile and click those 3 lines, you'll go to settings. And then under accessibility, this is where you'll find this option. So you can make it bigger if you would like it. And this one is kind of cool. I have not tested this out yet, but you can now remove your background on TikTok. So if you want to remove your background and put in another picture behind, you can now do that. So definitely something to play around with. This one's kind of cool. I guess now that Universal Music has pulled out of TikTok, people might have to start making their own songs here. So TikTok is testing AI song generation. So you will be able to generate original music based on text prompts. So that's interesting. We'll see how that goes. And this one's for anyone who is selling on TikTok Shop. So TikTok Shop will be taking a bigger cut from sellers. So starting April 1st, TikTok Shop will raise the seller fee from 2% all the way to 6%. So something to note for anybody who is currently selling on TikTok. And TikTok is also testing a creator center new UI. So this would provide you with more analytic insights, discovery tools, and more AI features, which is cool. And one I'll mention that came out, I think like yesterday, I kind of mentioned it a second ago, but Universal Music and TikTok, they just couldn't reach an agreement. So all of the music from Universal has been taken off of TikTok. This is very new, so that's all I really know about it at the moment. But Jackie says Universal is going to be back in a month. I'd bet almost anything, unless TikTok fully burn the bridge. Yes, I mean, it's smart for them to partner up, but yes, go to our TikTok because Ketsia made a TikTok about this today. So it's kind of a big change. So you might see some of your TikTok videos have no sound anymore if this was something from Universal.
Yeah. And by the way, like the TikTok is not informational, it's just vibes. Don't expect for me to like explain to you how this happened. It's just vibes.
It's for the laughs.
Yes. But yeah, I'm going to, I don't know, I don't think there's any other like questions.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think we're good.
But I'm going to go through LinkedIn updates, which is my favorite platform. So I'm happy to talk about it. But LinkedIn is introducing a new way to sponsor posts. So you can basically go, you're now able to sponsor articles on LinkedIn. So if you have articles that you already created on the platform, you can repurpose it and you can actually sponsor it. So I think it makes it way more organic on the feed when you see an article being sponsored over like the super sponsored post with all those graphics and stuff or all those files. If you ever want to, now you can. LinkedIn is also adding a new feature for job seekers. Again, I'm happy to see that so many platforms are taking strides to help a little bit with this whole like job crisis that everyone's going through. But you can basically showcase your interest in a company for up to a year, I believe. So you can just share your profile with recruiters, which is really cool. And they can see that you are interested in working for that company. And then a couple of YouTube updates. So YouTube is now allowing you to turn long form content into shorts. There will be a remix option on your clips. Unfortunately, we haven't tested it out because we're not really big on YouTube. but apparently it's going to provide you with editing tools that can help you reformat your clips into shorts, which I think is so helpful for creators. Let me know if you guys are a fan of YouTube Shorts, if you prefer watching on TikTok. I love Shorts. I feel like it's amazing. I know it's the same content as TikTok, but somehow my Shorts are a completely different feed or content that I would watch on TikTok.
Yeah, I feel like
Um,
I need to give shorts a chance. I feel like I am like my TikTok algorithm is so good that it's hard for me to stray and try new things. But I need to try shorts and
oh yeah,
see how that goes.
100%. I deleted my TikTok, I mean, one of my TikTok accounts, and then I got addicted to shorts, so it really didn't help.
Just went from one to the other.
Exactly. So that's kind of how. But I feel like most people have tested it
Oh,
here.
nice. Yeah, I think that's really cool that you could just take a long form video and easily make it a short. So they're really trying to make it happen, which is good.
Exactly. But yeah, this is your turn. You can take us through Threads updates.
Sounds good. I always forget about Threads. But let me know in the chat. I always want to know, are you on Threads? Are you liking it? Are you like motivated to open the app? Let me know in the chat because I feel like I am really not. I just have not jumped on the Threads train yet. So maybe I will start exploring it. We will see. They do keep releasing new things, so we'll see what happens. But they are close to launching draft posts, which is pretty cool. So users will soon be able to create post drafts within Threads. So you can save them and then edit them and then post them. So that's pretty cool. And it also launched light and dark mode. So if you are a dark mode person, you can now do that for Threads on desktop. So if you go to the top right corner and go to switch preferences, you'll be able to do that. Yes, let me know. Are you a light or dark mode person? I'm a dark mode person on my phone, but light on desktop. I don't know why, but that's just what it's like. I feel like dark mode. A lot of people are dark mode though. Yes. Nice. And then we have a few other headlines here. So speaking of apps that I'm not sure if people are using, Be Real is adding a lot of new things quite often, and they're really trying to get people back on the app. So they've actually added celebrity and brand accounts now. So if you want to check out that is now added. Let me know in the chat if you are on Be Real. I feel like I don't really know anyone who uses it anymore, but let me know. Let me know in the chat. And then there is some visual trends here for 2024 from PictoChart. New Microsoft Generative AI tool was launched. And then this is kind of similar to the YouTube update, but you can now create short form videos from long form ones on CapCut as well. So if you are a CapCut user, I love CapCut. Definitely check out this feature because it can help you create short form videos from your longer ones. So that's pretty cool. And then if you are a big TikTok brand, they did launch a Valentine's Day marketing guide. I know Valentine's Day is like 2 weeks away, so cutting it close, but they did release a marketing guide. So if you are looking for some help around that, they do have that there. Now, if you're looking for all of these updates, we do have a blog post here. I'll put it in the chat. So you can find all of the updates there in our blog. And then if you would like this presentation is linked in that blog as well. You can make a copy of it, brand it, share it with your team, all that good stuff. So you'll find everything in the blog post that I just posted in the chat. So now I will see.
Yeah, we have a couple of questions in the
Yes.
Q&A section. So I think I think Anna is asking in terms of the YouTube long form videos, if you can only turn the short form content from content that you own and that you posted, or if you can do it with other people's content. I'm going to assume that you can only do it on your own because it would be a feature that's on your account for your own videos, but I could be wrong.
I think you're right. Yes.
Thank you.
I think.
Oh, hold on. How do we? Okay, there we go. We're still figuring out the Q&A section. I'm so sorry, you guys.
Bear with us.
Please. But Jen is asking, do you have a link to the PictoChart trends? We
Yes.
shared the link, right?
I do have it here, so I will post it in the chat if you want to check it out.
And then the last question by Pamela, do you have any info on why TikTok is now hyping horizontal videos?
Yes.
I think that TikTok has always wanted to compete with YouTube because YouTube is kind of like the platform when it comes to like having long attention spans and like just keeping their users super long on the platform. I'm pretty sure that people watch YouTube or at some point watched YouTube way more than they would actually watch TV, which is absolutely insane. So I think that's why. That's my theory, but I'm not sure. Alyssa, what do you think?
I agree with that. I think they're really trying to be at the level of YouTube, where you can really upload any kind of video, any length, and people will go there and watch it. But it's interesting that they're like incentivizing people to try it. So they're saying if you do it, they'll boost your video for like 72 hours or something like that. So we definitely got to test that out and see if that's right, if they actually are doing that. It did say the video has to at least be a minute long for it to meet the criteria of being boosted. But yeah, I'd really love to know if that's actually real, if they will boost it, or if they're just saying that to get people to start doing it.
Yeah, we're gonna try it out. Let us know if you want Alyssa and I to do the chit chat get ready with me, like a minute long on the HeyOrca accounts.
Yes, let us know. We will test it and get back to you. Awesome. I think that's all the questions. If you have any other ones, feel free to pop them in the chat now. But I am going to head over to our Instagram poll and pick our very first giveaway winner. So if you haven't voted there yet on the poll that we have on our stories, I'll give you 10 seconds to head over there and do so. And I will get it open here. All right. So I have it open here. I'm just going to scroll. Oop. I'm going to scroll and just randomly choose. Okay, the winner is Kara. Kara, if you are here, you are our Instagram winner today. So congratulations. Let me just make sure. Oh, you are here, Kara Price. So congratulations, Kara. You're our Instagram winner. So I'll be messaging you after this webinar, and we will get you your merch store points. And yes, Kara, you, yay. And then I did write down all of the HeyOrca customers who participated in the question earlier. So let me do the random generator for that. All right. And the winner, the HeyOrca winner is Jackie Santos Schwartz. So congratulations, Jackie. You're our second winner. So congratulations. I'll be reaching out to both Jackie and Kara after this webinar, and we'll get you your points. And you can redeem it for some merch or snacks, whatever you want. So very exciting. And one thing I'll mention before we hop off, we do have a webinar next week where we're going to be talking about how to make more accessible social media posts. So we'll be going over how you can format your alt text and different things for your images and your captions that can help make your posts more accessible. Because I feel like it's easy to forget to do those little things, but it's really important to make it a habit. So Ketsia just put the link to that webinar in the chat. So definitely take a look at that if you are wanting to learn more about accessibility. Awesome. Well, that's everything. So we can probably end 10 minutes early here, unless there's any other questions.
I think we had like one question
Yes.
by Elliot in the Q&A section, but they were asking if there wasn't a tool in HeyOrca to create IG stories. What is everyone's process for creating and posting stories and showing feedback to clients? Insights and analytics to clients, I should say. Oh, so I think it's more about insights and like reporting. We do have a reporting tool on HeyOrca, which is my favorite thing ever because it takes like not even 5 minutes to create a full report that you can share with clients. And it does pull from stories, like the stories that you post, like how many people engaged and stuff like that. In terms of creating, HeyOrca is connected to Canva. Like you can connect your Canva account to HeyOrca, so you can create stories that way. And if you want to share it, you can just select it on your calendar, the post that you do want to share. For example, if you only want to share stories, you select those stories, share the link, and they can just see the calendar with the stories only. So that makes it a lot easier. We also have like a comment feature, so they can leave comments and say, hey, like, can you change that about the story? And it makes it so much easier. So I hope that answered your question.
Yes, good question. All right. Perfect. Well, that is everything for today. And we hope to see you next week when we talk about how to make your social media more accessible. And yeah, I hope everyone has a great rest of their week.
Thank you.
Bye,
Bye everyone.